Hey guys, Aryan here and you're watching iPixSurf Tech. So Apple's Worldwide Developer Conference was held on 22nd June at 10 a.m. PT. Not the same due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Apple presented the entire conference in a new digital-only format. And I have to admit, it was good. Apple nailed it. Apple announced the iOS 14 at that event, so let's talk about the new features that were announced of iOS 14. Firstly, now you get a dedicated app library, which is basically the app drawer where all the apps are organized by categories, like recently added, which I think is more practical than just swiping around all the pages to find the app you need. And since you can find all the apps on the app library, you can now actually hide those extra pages that you don't want, or you can just remove those pages by unchecking them in the dock. And now you can add widgets on home screen. Apple now lets you place widgets on home screen anywhere. That's a handy feature. Widgets got lot of information. Apple also introduced new stack widget, which changes throughout the day, like start the day with news in the morning and changes to what you need. I'm looking forward to it. And Apple also added picture-in-picture video support, which I think is useful for some people who like to multitask. But I don't use it that often, but it is nice to have an option. And now Siri doesn't take up the whole screen. It just pops up at the bottom and does the task you want it to. And also now if you receive a call, it doesn't take up the whole screen, it just pops up so you don't get interrupted. Apple also introduced its new app, the Apple Translate, which lets you have conversation in any of the following languages. Why do I think I have seen all these features somewhere before? Can't remember. And there are also some updates to the existing apps like the iMessage and the Apple Maps. In iMessage, now you can pin chats to the top, and in group conversations, you can now reply to any specific message by the inline replies feature. And also you can now reply to a specific person by mentioning their name, and you will get only notified in a group message if you get and mention. And now in Apple Maps, you get a dedicated cycling mode and also the EV routing. If you have an electric car, it will route you automatically through the charging stations, and it will also know which type of charger your car works with, so it will only route you through the compatible stations. Now you can use your iPhone as your car key. You can now unlock your car just by tapping on it. It uses NFC for that, and yeah, it's that easy. The first car to support this feature is the new 2021 BMW 5 Series. Then there are Apple Clips, which are basically small parts of an app, which lets you use that app without installing the full version of the app. It will plug into the Apple Pay and sign in with Apple account, and you can quickly do stuff you couldn't do before. That reminds me of Android's instant apps. Now I remember where I've seen all these features before. Android. So these were all the features that were announced in the WWDC. Hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay safe. See you again.